All right, YouTube, this is the Black Leaf family. This is our show.
My name is Taria.
Oh my gosh. Can you have a little more enthusiasm?
I can't. I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh my God. We are a family of dreamers. We like to push beyond the boundaries of our abilities to imagine a better way.
For ourselves and for our children.
We founded Black Leaf to turn that dream
Into a hustle.
that hustle,
Into a business.
that business,
Into an empire.
and that empire into
Into
a
a
legacy.
legacy.
We are Black Leaf, and this is our family. This is the Black Leaf family. I'm Derek. This is my wife.
Taria.
You like how she just appeared like that? Why are
Some
you chewing
gum.
gum on TV? It's
'Cause.
gonna have a chewing sound.
Sorry.
Why? I don't understand.
It helps me make sure I'm not nervous.
What you nervous about?
I don't know.
Let's try this again. Welcome to the Black Leaf Family YouTube show.
My name is Taria.
My name is Derek. And we want to use this platform to talk about relationship stuff. We have relationship stuff, right?
Yeah, marriage.
We've been married for over a decade. We have 3 beautiful children. We also want to use this to advocate for our vegan lifestyle. We've been vegan now for 5 years. We are entrepreneurs. We own real estate property. We have this YouTube channel. It's going to be a stream of income, hopefully. And we also
Good plug.
own the only vegan food truck here in Indianapolis where we're recording this from. But veganism is global, and we want to advocate for a healthy, wealthier lifestyle.
Correct.
Am I just going to be driving this? Because I need you to hop in the driver's seat sometimes. So this is episode 1. So we just recently got back from a Baecation. If you know what a Baecation is, here it is right here. Here's the definition. Right there.
Sounds great.
Tell them what happened on our vacation.
Okay, so I decided to book us a place at this location called Dwell Blocks. At this location, they have tree houses, and about 6 of them. I liked the location because it was like a serene place where we could actually relax, reconnect. He could do a little bit of writing since he's an author. I can do
Good
a little
plug.
relaxing.
Good plug.
Because
We're going to plug all of our stuff. We're writers, we're entrepreneurs. We got vegan food truck. We're whatever.
that was not a plug. Anyways, he's messing
She's an
my
elected
story up.
official. She is an elected official.
He's messing my story up. Okay, so
sorry.
a place for us to relax and get away from the kids.
So we're going to show you a few clips of what happened on vacation. And look at this first one.
Let's go. On our way to the trail. If we can close the door up. Beautiful, beautiful. The tree house.
We at the Treehouse. Welcome, YouTube. This is D Slack. I'm here with my wife, Taria. She's filming. And this is the Black Leaf family. And right now we're out here in Ohio. Look at this beautiful view that we have here, waking up to. And we're just going to indulge you a little bit about our life and the things that we go through that we find interesting, that we find fun, that we find challenging as being a family, of being vegan. And here we go. So enjoy. So here we go. We're getting ready to go on a hike. We got our bear spray. It ain't for bears. We got our walkie-talkies just in case we get separated. We have our industrial camera. We got some snacks. This is gonna be hard. Are we gonna survive?
2-mile trail. Don't let them.
2 miles. We got to get through this very difficult obstacle here. First, we got to get over this canopy. So it's the only way to get to this tree house. Is first you got to get up this canopy. And last night we started hearing footsteps on there.
I got scared.
Don't
I fell down the stairs.
Bro, I don't want to talk. I dropped my hot pocket.
Okay, that first clip was me falling. So tell the backstory of me falling. And she thinks it's funny. It wasn't funny.
It is hilarious. Only because he is all prepared, has all this stuff and this equipment, and I embrace his preparedness. But in preparing, he wasn't prepared for falling down these flights of steps, and it was early in the morning when we left. So he had no idea I was recording. And when I was on the way back from our trip, I showed him, and he was like, "That's not funny." I was like, "This is hilarious."
I am still in pain from that fall, by the way. And she was laughing at me.
Because it was funny. It was hilarious. And he did say, "I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk right now." And that's when I knew he was really hurt. And I was like, okay, it's not
What
funny.
did we learn from that experience?
To learn how to balance.
We learned that black people shouldn't be camping. No, kidding.
That is not what we learned. That is not what we learned. Actually, that's a good way to segment us into what is for black. That was one of the questions that we wanted to.
What is for black?
Yeah, what is for
Everything
black?
is for black.
What is for black people? Whenever people say, we don't go camping. We don't go out of town to places with 273 people in it that don't look like our demographic.
Let's show them some clips of our vacation.
Here we go.
So we learned through those, hopefully you learned through there that we had a good time. We were in Holmes County.
Was it Holmes County?
Holmes County. Okay. Holmes County, Ohio. And just about everybody in there has sort of a Dutch, German, Swiss sort of heritage. And they were mostly Amish, which was interesting.
Correct.
We met a guy named Andy Jebediah. See, you're racist.
I'm sorry, yo.
His name was Andy Miller.
Miller.
Andy Miller's my name.
Yes,
Andy
I'm
Miller.
sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I really was trying
That's
to
like
figure-
saying, man, I knew
was
this
not
black
being
dude.
racist.
His name was Tyrone. And shout out to all the Tyrones out there. I guarantee you black. But anyway,
My grandfather was named Tyrone, so whatever.
he was what? Black.
I'm Tyrone.
But anyways, going on that trip, I think that it was eye-opening because you've seen a lot of different signs everywhere, and it's in the height of political season. So, it makes you think, give you perspective. It makes you think maybe this person is this, maybe this person is this, and you have
Those are called
perceptions.
stereotypes. And that appears right here on the screen.
Right. And your own biases and your own perceptions of people. And we got a great welcoming from people. And you will see that from the video that we were shown earlier. Being able to talk to people, go through shops. And I'm a chatterbox anyway, so I was able to.
So she talked to everybody, as you can see. We wanted to just sort of navigate as we do through life. We've been all over the world. We've been all over the United States. And going to a place like that where they don't usually see people that are this hue, this hue.
Right.
And we wanted to see how we were treated. And by and large, I mean, we saw 100% of it was a sort of a red county, I'll just say it like that.
Yeah.
It was a red county.
More of a red county, yeah.
And I mean, I didn't see any blue signs. I saw none.
Maybe on the way back we see maybe one.
Yeah, but that was closer to Columbus.
Yeah, true. That was true.
But where we were in Holmes County, we saw all red signs. And we were trying to see how we were going to be treated. We walked into a restaurant. We met this girl named Jenny. And here's her story. I just want you to tell me your name, tell me where you're from, tell me something about yourself. You like meeting people.
Oh, you ought to get an Amish girl down here.
We want to get Jenny first, then we'll get the Amish girl. It'll take a couple seconds.
See, I knew I should have went out the back door when you came in today. What is this? Does he do this in every aspect of life? Jeannie, right back.
This is Amish land. Are you Amish?
No, do I look Amish?
Well, they're usually beautiful, so yes.
Yes, but I have pants on.
Everybody
Oh,
knows everybody.
honey, what you see is what you get. There is no phony here.
Well, you could be anywhere in the world besides here. I know this is great. This is home. Where would you like to go?
Switzerland.
Switzerland, why?
My great grandpa, who was Amish, came over from Switzerland, and I would like to go back. Just yeah.
Give me something that you've learned that you would like to share with us.
Honey, you don't have.
One thing. You only get to one thing.
They want some words of wisdom from me.
She may have some.
You're brave. Do you hear?
She has to give us one thing.
I would not take words of wisdom from Jeannie Raver.
Really? Well, she's honest, right?
Brutally honest.
Okay, that's good. I'm like that too. So that's
Words
good.
of wisdom don't ever work with us.
Words of
I'm telling you not to. Yeah, just enjoy life. If I can make one person smile or laugh
Okay, we got all these.
throughout the day, then it's a good day.
Yeah.
And personally, enjoy meeting new people. So
We did.
you come back.
Hopefully we
through.
come back through. We will bring the girls next time.
How old are the girls?
We got 11, 8, and 6.
Mine are 36, 34, almost 32.
Look at you.
I got 10 grandbabies. I have 20. The oldest are twins that are 20, and the youngest is she's almost 9 months old. Yeah. I was grandma at 33. I was 17 when I had my oldest, and she decided she's
And
going to
you
be
didn't have any
16.
wisdom to give? Yeah, right. Okay. Whatever.
Maybe too much.
Too much wisdom, right? Well, thank you, Jenny Raver.
Thank you. You guys have a safe trip.
All right, we will. And as you can see, she was just normal like anybody else.
Right.
Teenage mom. She said she was a grandmother at 33. So a lot of things that
Her family was more Amish.
Yeah, her family came from the Amish tradition,
Right.
and her father left it. He told us. I mean, she told us.
She told us because they don't wear zippers.
It was really strange. She was like, he stopped being Amish because he couldn't wear a zipper. Well, how do you know what a zipper is anyway?
I'm pretty sure he's seen a zipper. I mean,
We're gonna see a zipper. They don't watch TV.
There were some that were not Amish in this location. So, I mean, he did.
Everybody was Amish in that
Well,
location.
no.
But
no.
some chose to stay Amish. Some chose to just
Sure.
live there and stop being Amish.
Okay. Or maybe he told us the tiers of Amish too.
Ain't nobody
no.
moved into that county.
He did. He
That
told us
wasn't
that
connected.
No, I'm saying he told us that it was a second generation or
Second order or
second
new
order,
order.
new
something like
order.
that.
There we go. New order Amish,
Amish.
and then I guess older order. So,
We're not afraid to ask questions.
That's a good question.
So we asked some questions of some of our the people that we encountered there, and they were very friendly. They, we took pictures with a lot of folks, and nobody made us feel unwelcomed.
I agree.
And sometimes, I just want to speak to just my experience as being a black person. When I was a freshman in college, I went to Indiana University. One of my first classes was a class with about 200 people, and I'm the only person that looked like me in that entire class. And I'm the type of personality that I don't never feel out of place. I just try to find my place in whatever place that I am. you know, and it was kind of similar to where we were in Ohio, Holmes County, Ohio, where
Right.
we knew we were different, but we didn't feel out of place. And that was primarily because of how the people interacted with us.
True. And the sense of you not being fearful.
Oh,
You're not that fearful person, even though he does protect himself and we do protection. I don't think that he is a person that is fearful. So
Oh,
it's
you're talking
not-
about my guns. I thought you were talking about something else. I'm like, we ain't used protection ever.
Whatever. Anyways, he's not very fearful of being himself, being just himself. So I think I am more of the caution person. So I did. Only thing that I did feel out of place about was when I was at the Treehouse is we didn't have curtains. That was hard. I'm sorry.
It wasn't that we didn't have curtains. It's just that we were being adults and being married, and
No,
she didn't
no.
want anybody peeping in.
No, I mean it's a small area, and to get into the bathroom, I mean you have to, undress and things like that, and so it's like, okay, dude, we have to have a curtain right here by this big window. I mean, two big windows.
Two big windows there.
We took the curtains from the shower. Well, he did. It was his great plan, and put it up against the wall. So I mean, that that's a cultural thing.
Where curtains isn't always important to certain cultures, but black folks, we like
We
our
like our privacy.
privacy.
So that was one thing.
The one thing I learned that, it was a tendency to say that we were in the middle of nowhere.
Correct.
Right. And I quickly, had to backtrack that thought because, we came up with this little mantra that even nowhere is someplace to somebody. So, and sometimes we sort of disrespect where that someplace is and call it nowhere. And really,
True.
these people are living their lives. They're, one thing I did learn about from Andy Miller, one of the Amish guys, is that work and work ethic is extremely important. Now, these guys, he told us, without telling us, that they're millionaires.
We own a small dairy farm, and plus I work here on the farm a few days a week.
Oh, wow.
This farm is a Hirschberger farm, 7 to 7 acres. They own around 100 head of horses.
Like the farm that he was on was 77 acres. $65,000 is the rate per acre. That's over $5 million. Plus the business that was on there. So these guys are millionaires, but don't have that same hang up about what money can do. Money for them was just to get more property to work together.
And extend the family. So it was not a very materialistic lifestyle. Even the perception of thinking that a person should look a certain way in order to be a millionaire, or to be successful, So that was real eye-opening for me because I think we were listening to a song on the way down and we were talking about
It's every nigga with dreads for the cause. It's every nigga with goals for the fall.
you always look at the perception of what people look like on the outside, but does not mean that's what's going on the inside. And he had great work ethic and family values. I don't know if I agree with the whole vacation thing. I was like,
Well,
I asked
let's
him the
explain
question.
that. What was the question?
Asked him a question about what happens. Would you guys ever take vacations? And he says, yeah, vacation for me is being home with my family, around the fireplace or just around his family. And I was like, wow, it's awesome. I mean, I love that perspective because family means a lot to us. But
Yeah, right. We were on a Vacation to get away
Sometimes-
from our kids. We were trying to
sometimes
get away
you
from
need-
these
You need
boogers.
that real, for me, vacation away, but traditionally that's what he seeks. That makes him happy. So not everyone's perspective of a vacation or getting away are the same. So
Or even camping. So one thing that we talked about was just obstacles in general. And one obstacle is ourselves, you know, just as a culture.
Correct.
Sometimes we limit ourselves by what we perceive things should be for us or by, you know, vacation is going to Atlanta. We did go to Atlanta last Christmas. That was fine. And we love it. Shout out to
Love it, ATL.
all the places that we went to there.
All the black-owned businesses.
And one of our goals is to go every 50 state. We're going to go to at least one vegan restaurant.
Yes.
And Georgia was our 17th state that we did. So anyway,
And we go anywhere. I mean, it doesn't even have to even only be black-owned because some places aren't going to be black-owned. But
mostly we did.
Right.
But I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
you were talking about...
Obstacles.
And
And sometimes it's our perception that gets in the way of great experiences. Black people do camp. We went camping. You know, be smart about it. Don't be reckless. I bungee jumped. I've jumped out of an airplane. I've been to Italy.
line.
I've been to France. I've been to the UK.
China, Japan.
We've been to Jamaica. We've been to the Bahamas. Those are normal. Mexico, Antigua, Cuba.
Rico.
We've been to 13 countries in
Canada.
Africa. Canada. We took the kids to Canada. Took the kids to the Bahamas. Took the kids to Dubai, Ghana. Black people do travel. So, but it doesn't have to be exotic places. Could be places in Holmes County. Could be places we
True.
got back to the kids here.
Yeah. Take a look at this video.
It wasn't video. It was just pictures.
Well, whatever. We have video.
Oh, did we?
Yes. Thought it was counting like how long it was gonna take for us to get there.
Yeah, so we took them. That was just an hour drive away from where we live in Indianapolis, and that was okay too.
But we've only been there like one time, and we live right here in Indiana. So,
Right.
Just knowing that there's places around that you can travel to, and it doesn't have to be big, and it doesn't have to be lavish, it doesn't have to be a lot of money, just to get away and have fun.
Right.
Fun
Any
can be
words
anywhere.
of wisdom that we can leave them?
I think I had one. Balancing and just enjoying each other. That's a nugget for relationship couples and married couples that I know our person told us when we first got married that all marriages are in danger. So
They might not be in trouble, but they
they're in
certainly are
danger.
in danger, and that's true. And that
Yeah.
could be internal influences, could be your past influences.
Whatever you say.
It could be
whatever you say.
it could be outside influences that come in. It could be sometimes just your own struggles and
Yep.
your own battles that you have to overcome, the demons that
Your own
you
trauma.
bring into the
Yep.
relationship, and that you introduce into the relationship. So just have some balance and enjoy each other. And when you are in the middle of what you perceive as nowhere, you can still have fun. Because one thing that really was a struggle for her, I can tell you a story about our first cruise where she had to have the luxury cabin. I'm just like, but we could have one for like a tenth of the price if it was just over the dance floor. So she's like, I'm not sleeping in there. It's the dance floor. We spent zero time in there except to have some marital conversations, and we had a great time.
Right.
And
right.
one thing that, and we didn't. She was like, we gotta do the excursions. She was had like $1,000 worth of excursions.
I was having like anxiety, not being able to
Plan.
Plan. And however, balance. Sometimes you need some planning. Sometimes you don't need some planning. So being able to plan that. But I love plan. So we have to have a balance. This time is my time. This time is your time to balance. Your turn next to come up with a trip.
And when we went there, that cruise, we got to Jamaica, and
Had a
we
ball.
hired somebody that took us around the entire island and had the best time of our life. He was like, "No, don't go to the zip lining over there. Have fun." We went to the real Jamaica and had a
Real
blast.
authentic food. I mean, it was great. So just make sure that
And by the time we went to Bahamas with her family, we took her family to the Bahamas. By the time we got there, we replicated that idea. We got somebody with a van, piled 17
did.
of us in the van,
We did.
and they had a blast. So
Yeah.
yes, I agree with balance. Sometimes you got to plan things out. Sometimes you got to go with the flow.
It's true. It's true. But also being able to trust each other, that comes with time. It does. It comes with time. Being able to trust each other and being able to respect each other's background and philosophy of doing things. He has a philosophy of going with the flow, being flexible. I don't have flexibility.
Yes, you do.
I do now. Anyways, to be able to know that it's going to be okay and go with the flow, balance, and enjoy yourself.
And trust.
Yep. Okay, so limited in your thinking, limited your mind can lead the relationship or the marriage to be limited. So
Yeah. Because sometimes we have these preconceived notions of what should be or shouldn't be, and we limit ourselves before we can give it the fullness of what it can be.
Right.
And
give an example of that.
On the spot.
Come on now.
On the spot.
Oh man.
No, I'm just kidding. But just when you say that I ain't gonna ever do this, I ain't gonna ever do that, I ain't gonna ever go there, camping, that's not for me, this ain't for me, things like that.
So occasionally what he's saying is that you can just explore the fullness of the relationship when even not knowing what's going to happen. So not knowing what that next plan is going to be. You're exploring it with the unknown. So most of the times when we do trips and we do a day of just Derek's, what he wants to do, I'm definitely exploring the unknown. So if we do something I'm going to do, he knows it's going to be towards relaxation. His is going to be more of an adventure.
Hers is getting a massage, and oh my gosh, I gotta go to the spa. I gotta lay out on the beach. I mean, which is
I
fun,
lay on the beach and stuff, but
and that's fun. But I
No,
like
it's
to, vacation for her is relaxation. Vacation for me is adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And having that balance, like she said, will greatly enhance and sort of shed off the limitations of what your marriage can be. Because learning, if we only did her thing, or she only did my thing, somebody's getting unfulfilled.
Right.
And that can lead to a lot of different areas in your relationship.
Like distractions and desires going unchecked, unnoticed, and so that's why we always want to emphasize balancing, because there's so many distractions and so many things that happen at home that sometimes you don't check in with each other, and that's just something that we want people to know in our decade long of knowing it. And
we've been here a decade point two.
His family has relationships that have been 50 years plus, and I have my grandmother and them that have been 50 years plus. So it's just knowing those backgrounds and having people in your life that can give you great sound advice that have been there along the journey.
Or you can just look at and be like, that ain't for me.
Glad
no matter how long
the
relationship, glad that's for you.
Know
Not
what's
for me.
for your relationship, because
Right.
even some of the things we give you, you can get a nugget out of anything, you know? So try to find that nugget somewhere. Okay? That's it.
That's
We
it.
enjoy you guys. Thank
So
you.
we are
Black Leaf Family.
and this is our show. We hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe.
Is that it?